Seth's dead. The hollow's yours.
They say you strung him up on the old Ferris wheel.
He killed Ellis. Shit all over the people in this neighborhood. Doucette got what he deserved.
The righteous will rejoice when he sees the vengeance. He will bathe his feet in the blood of the wicked. That goes both ways, you know.
Thought you said all that was behind us.
My men are struggling with the notion that we now have to answer to the same men who killed Baca, who wiped out half our number.
If I was them, I'd get over it. We don't have time to go around coddling people.
Of course not. But gestures carry weight. And if you were to help my man Emmanuel, that's a gesture that would go a long way in calming nerves.
What's he need?
He oversees my reefer operation over at the boathouse. Help him, and I'll see to it you get a portion of the profits.
Just so we're clear, I'm expecting a cut of everything, not just what comes from selling weed. It's gonna cost a lot of money to take down Marcano.
Don't worry. I'll make sure you get your money.
Come on.
Problems?
This goddamn thing keeps jamming up. If you're ready to see the other briefings, we can get started.
Show me what else you managed to dig up.
You got it. Two of the city's finest scumbags. The man himself, Mr. Vito Scaletta.
You gotta be shitting me.
Last couple months have been pretty tough on old Vito. Sal's always hated him. Thought he was a mole for the commission, but he couldn't do anything about it because Vito's made. After the heist, Sal refused to pay Vito his cut, and then he put the clamps on him. He's been trying to limit Vito's ability to pay what's owed.
And if Scaletta can't kick up, the commissioner give Marcano permission to whack him.
The only reason that Vito is still above ground is because he has a couple off-the-record businesses. He's been using that money to pay Sal.
Gotta give Scaletta credit. Pretty goddamn tenacious.
He's lasted a lot longer than I thought he would, but the clock is ticking. A couple weeks ago, Sal sent in his nephew, a kid named Michael Greco, to help Vito run River Row. Greco's been using his guys to limit what Vito can do, where he can go. Once he has Vito completely boxed in, he'll make his move.
Scaletta has to know what Greco has planned. I'll pay him a visit. See if I can't leverage this thing with Greco to bring Scaletta around to my way of thinking.
I'm sure he'll appreciate your concern.
That Cassandra really buffaloed you, didn't she? Fucking lunatics. Every last one of them. Looking pretty lively for a dead guy.
Any word about how it's going in there?
How do you think? Vito's taking his beating. Wish Greco would just let us kill the post-some-bitch and get it over with.
Nah, Greco wants to show how tough he is. Beat on old Vito till we all respect him.
If only all it took was beating up on a washed-up carpetbagger. Huh? What? Goddamn gladly! That one ours? Cocksucker! No fucking way! Should have kept you.
reload! I gotta reload!
Got him! Get over here! Stay behind me! Got it! Get over here! Got him dead to rights. Gotta hunker down! Hey, who this guy? We're dropping like fucking flies. Fuck! You got me. Cover my ass. Shit! Fucking stuck. Need to reload. Yeah! Got it! He's taking out the whole team! Try killing me.
Get the fuck out of me. With Greco around, ain't no one feeling real secure about that place, so we just keep at it.
Looks like I got here just in time, Vito.
Lincoln. How's this possible? I thought you were dead.
Bullet was deflected by my skull. Came out the back.
Talk about some goddamn luck.
Worst place to shoot a fella's in the forehead. Skull's harder than you think. Come on. We need to have a talk.
When I heard about what happened, I went to Marcano, asked for my cut right then and there. Figured if he fucked you and Sammy, I'd be next.
Yeah, I'm guessing he didn't go for it.
Said he wanted to wait for the heat to die down. Didn't want me running around, buying expensive shit, getting noticed. Like I'm some fucking amateur, never sat on a big score before. The money I fronted for the robbery was pretty much everything I put away. Didn't have enough to run, so I stayed. Commission wouldn't let him just kill me, so I figured I'd make that cocksucker jump through every hoop. Make him prove I deserve to get whacked. Wasn't much, but it was something.
Heard he brought in his nephew to push you out.
A kid named Michael Greco. Nephew by marriage, not blood.
Sure didn't number in here.
Yeah. They were looking to see what other rackets I was running. Like I'd leave a fucking paper trail in my office. Don't bother with that shit. Look, appreciate you getting me out of the freezer and all, but, what are you doing here?
Marcano deserves to pay for what he did, so I'm going after him. Him, his brothers, his lieutenants, all of them. And I'm gonna need your help.
Look, pretty much whittled me down to nothing. I mean, this is it.
For now, maybe. But once I take back River Road from Greco, money will start coming in, it'll be a different story.
Well, so we're partners now.
As long as you do what I say and give me what I want when I want it.
So goodbye, Marcano, hello, Lincoln Clay.
It's either that or more of this. And next time I won't be around to fish your ass out the freezer.
Nobody kills that scumbag but me. You bring me Greco, I'm in.
Tell me about his rackets.
He took over the dock union and he's got a warehouse. Yeah, there's a lot of valuable shit in there. You take both of them out, Greco's finished. A couple of my guys been keeping tabs on him. You should talk to them. They'll fill you in.
All right.
Vito says you're reliable.
Vito said you'd be expecting me.
Took you long enough. I'm Jock Blanchard. Vito claims you can unfug this mess and get us working men back on a job.
Maybe. Depends if your information's any good.
Used to kick up to Vito's man Andy Toretto for union work. But now that Couillon Greco got Andy squeezing everybody for more dues. You don't pay, you don't get a work permit. Poor fuck's even gotta use Greco's loudmouth buddies to collect.
This Greco sounds like a real piece of shit.
You don't know the half of it. On top of that, Andy's gotta keep the permits under lock and key. Anything happens to those, oof, ain't no work happening around here.
I'll see what I can get out of Toretto's people.
Toretto runs a tight ship, but you should be able to get some of his guys talking. You want to work the docks, sure, you have to kick up to the union. But this shit under Greco? Christ, it's like he wants to keep fellows from working.
And hearing their story will help you think.
You think I should get Joe something for his birthday?
Just get to the phone.
Circle around here.
Got you now, dipshit! Shit's turned bad! Send everyone!
Covered my ass. He's got a gun. Come out of there. Come out.
Fucker's coming for us!
You kicked off the wrong white boy.
This here's the last day of your miserable life!
You know who you're fucking with? You're not as stupid as you look. Hey!
They're right behind us!
Looks like a wreck.
I gotta call the cops!
Dead asshole. Run, rabbit, run.
These fuckers coming for us.
Just let me be, please!
Watching out, dipshit.
You making me call them.
One more notch.
My dog's gonna love violating your calls.
Guess this is it. That shit fell in. Let's go.
Hey, boss, you got anything for me today?
You shoot me now. I gotta go meet this Cuban motherfucker, and I can't understand a thing he's saying. It's a goddamn...
Open up, Hody. Let me call the cops.
own damn job.
What'd they say?
Sent a guy over to the house, says I ain't quitting shit. But if I was serious about it, he was gonna see through my
Stay
legs.
in line, asshole.
He's out of ammo! Go, go, go! Somebody call the cops!
That had to fucking hurt.
Please, help!
Grab a cover.
They're right behind us!
After the ass kicking I give him. Nah.
Good a job as you've done slowing work at the dock union. I'm surprised Toretto's not out in the street and hunting you himself. Word is Andy Toretto's down at the dock union, demanding to know who's been stopping his people from collecting dues.
Think he tipped off Greco to what's been happening?
Nah. Knowing Andy, he'd probably see Greco in the ground next to you if he could. But he's a lifer, and if he's got a job to do, he's gonna goddamn well do it. Bad fucking situation all around.
And it's about to get worse. Tell the boys they'll be back to work soon, Jock.
You pissed Toretto off just enough that he's back at the dock union. You're gonna have to deal with him.
Look at it, and you understand how it actually operates? It's not nearly as random as what we've been living. Stay the fuck away.
Boy pulled up stakes. They got the I'll get the boys out here! We getting shot up! Get down here!
There you are.
Now I got him!
That had to fucking hurt.
Either you kill me or that pissant Greco does.
Well, since Greco ain't here,
I ain't ready to die. I'm not fucking ready.
the dock union's under control. Put some of you guys on it.
You took those fucks out, huh? Good job, pal. I'll send some guys to keep watch. Get the warehouse, and we get Greco. Easy as your mama's fucking pie.
Today, I'm sure the file on Vito Scaletta is about 3 feet thick, but that wasn't always the case. Hoover didn't even acknowledge the Mafia existed until 1957, so we weren't really keeping tabs on guys like Vittorio Scaletta till after that. Now, we know he served in World War II and did a 6-year stint in prison for theft and illegal distribution of federal rations. It's generally believed he was a made member of the Falcone family in Empire Bay, though he's also a suspect in the death of Don Carlo Falcone. Now, if he did kill the Don, Vito must have had friends in high places because he was allowed to live. He was exiled, though, and forced to relocate down here, and the commission convinced Sal Marcano to make Vito a lieutenant and give him some rackets.